Hello guys, welcome to another Pedro Bustos video, and today we're going to be comparing which one is better, a circa $1,000 laptop or a desktop that will cost you just under $750. So let's get into it. The desktop system we're talking about features 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 3200 megahertz, a Ryzen 7 5700X, an RX 7600. It's a triple fan edition, which provides better cooling. An LE300 Deepcool AIO cooler, and then a Data Legend 710 M.2 SSDs. It's only, I believe, 512 gigs though. Either an A320M or a 520M Prime motherboard from and a 600 watt RPGS modular power supply from Reddragon, which is not great, but it won't burn your house down, and it will be good enough to power your components just fine. As for a laptop, it's the 2023 Dell G15 5530. This configuration features an RTX 4050 graphics card, an i5-13450HX with 10 cores and 16 threads, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM at 4800 megahertz, as well as stock a 512 gig drive, but I also added a secondary 480 gigabyte drive as well, both being M.2 and NVMe. It also features a 120 Hz LCD panel at 1080p. As we can see here, the RX 7600 on the desktop gets us around 23.22 FPS, which is, well, in a percentual, when you compare it percentually, is indeed quite a bit higher than the G15's RTX 4050 140 watt version. It might not seem like much, it's 5 FPS, but going from 18 to 23 FPS is about like a 25-30% performance increase, which is quite good, especially since it's actually cheaper. 3D Mark, the Dell G15 with the RTX 4050 scored around 18.8 FPS, which is a decent score, but it's not quite the same as the RX 7600. So our Cinebench score for the Ryzen 7 5700X is of nearly 14,000 points. And as we will see, it is slightly slower than the 13450HX found on the G15. Although it is also significantly cheaper, so it does make sense. And the performance difference is not that big, but it's definitely there. We can see here, the Dell G15 scores around 15,000 points in Cinebench of 23. However, depending on the thermals, it can boost quite a bit higher. I have gotten scores up to 16,500, so it can get quite a bit faster. It really depends on the conditions you're in. I'm pretty sure Steam was open in the background, and this room is at around 19 Celsius, while that one I had the AC at 17. So it depends on the conditions, but it is indeed faster than the Ryzen 7 5700X. So as we have seen, the desktop does provide better price to performance ratios. However, the laptop also provides portability and convenience. As to which one I would recommend, personally I would pick the laptop over the desktop, as if I had to choose either one or the other, as it is more versatile and it can bring you to more places. However, another good option would be having a desktop like this one and using the extra cash to buy a cheaper laptop, which would be about half the price, and you'd still have the performance at home and portability wherever else you go. So it really comes down to your preference. In terms of performance for the price, the desktop does win, although the laptop does sometimes pull slightly ahead depending on how you see it. But the desktop is considerably cheaper and provides very similar performance. So this has been a Pedro Bustos video. Pedro out.